actually him doing extra work, by the way.
We requested his presence.
Yes. And he, like, the observers are only supposed to be on the A stream. We requested Scriff because
let me say,
we work well with Scriff.
I'm a garbage observer. Yeah. Austin is also excellent because you can poke. You have that ability to just like jab at people repeatedly while going back and forth. As we see all our players where, for whatever reason, their names aren't like changed in.
Oh yeah, I saw that earlier.
But they are in game.
Yeah. So we're gonna have the Seb plus Jerix dual offlane.
I have my bold prediction.
All right.
Whoever wins this best of two, this is the team that will get top 8 that should be. That off of this series alone, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna bet Cap's career and Scripps on top of that.
Wow.
You can put money on that.
Didn't want to bet your own.
Dude,
wasn't worth enough. Is that why?
Like gambling with pennies here, but like with you guys have
We've
futures.
got something to lose. Bounty rune's gonna spawn. We are gonna have OG trying to fight Blizzy away from this bounty rune. Blizzy will be able to outclick Anna. And the Shadow Poisons are really racking up. They've got 4 stacks and a Battle Hunger now on Anna. Anna might actually die here. He has to juke that last Shadow Poison. It's so much damage. If you can get it to 5, and he gets it to 5, and Zayak is able to pick up the first blood.
Ooh. Okay, so there's one thing about Anna that's like, oh, they started the meta already. They've begun to tip him. This is the meta that you must set against OG immediately. You must show them that it doesn't till you and you're willing to do it back. I actually think teams lost because they weren't willing to tip OG. They're like, we're not playing that game. But you can't be above it. Worse them. Can't let it get tilted, so you got to do it first.
Plus, they're no longer like the underdog team in that regard. So I feel like last year they were a little bit impervious to any sort of taunting and stuff. Because they were too busy. Like it was a very tribal mentality. You know, there was all love and friendship and stuff. They would always bolster each other. Now after success, though, you know?
Yeah, you don't get to play that cutesy underdog story anymore. You're the corporate giant.
This is not going to be... I imagine this not's going to be...
I would think that you just farm, right? Because it's one of the few matchups that you have sustained against Enchantress. Because most of the time she just like chucks at you and you don't really care that much because you have your own heal ability.
But I think Bloodseeker, like... maybe it's just my feelings on it as an offlaner, but I feel like Bloodseeker always wants to be able to run the off, you know? And he's kind of upset when he doesn't. Nice kill there. Zayak is able to pick up another one this time on No Tail's 5 position Elder Titan.
I deny.
So far, so good. Oh.
Mid lane matchup. Magical as trying to round tops and underneath the tower, taking a lot of damage. The Fairy Fire will keep him alive. And he sprays Loser.
The disrespect.
He's going to go back into the tower because, of course, like that's just what you have to do.
Oh my god.
Reset the lane. He got the experience for the kill. Magical got much less gold for the kill.
That's like in Halo, you know, when you just crouch and I don't want to say it, I don't want to get fired, but
it's a receptacle that holds tea.
Oh boy. I don't even think that's bad that bad of a storm matchup too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have high armor, you push in the lane naturally, it feels good.
You have static remnant against a melee hero.
Yeah. Getting solo like that.
Gotta be able to catch him and slide around, but he will end up dying.
Zayas is just stay there, the spray paint.
Yeah.
Oh. The shame.
He's gonna until he repaints it, I believe. That's the only time that the pullback. Thompson getting a little bit close there.
I remember Magical, like, this guy plays so much TA. That's the one thing I know about Magical. He plays TA and Dusa.
Yeah.
We casted like 7 games of him, and I went back and looked because I wasn't sure, and it was literally 7 games of TA or Dusa.
To be able to run him down, he's really hoping for another lucky shot. Rocket does manage to get him to pull back, but the slow is just enough. Jerix gets the final swing on Magical to claim the kill.
Just change whatever you need to.
Seb. Don't worry. I innovated the radio broadcast at TI play. I can do it again, Script. I can give them an audio only.
Guys, we're only no flames on no T-Tours. You know, he's doing this literally in his off time to make our cast better. We appreciate it, Script. Honestly, we need to get JJ. But as the game progresses...
When we said Script, didn't you mean weapons?
Oh, my bad, dude. Misclick.
6 to 7, 8 minutes in, a 1,000 net worth lead.
Let's click, can we click the arc warning? Yeah, he's 8. This is what I meant by, like, you go into the jungle, you think you're getting 6, and it feels like it shouldn't be a bad trade, but all of a sudden, the enemy mid laner is like 2 levels ahead of you. I've been really feeling this lately. Because before, like, a year and a half ago, it felt like, you know, you would hit 6 around the same time off the neutrals.
Yeah.
But now, for whatever reason, I can't tell you, like, the exact math thing, but you definitely get it, like, a lot later.
That is a dead.
This is so rough when you lose. I think this all comes down to Magical getting solo kill like that.
Yeah.
Plus, when you pretty much when you lose your mid tower like that and there's absolutely no trade, I think it's really easy to play from Navi's perspective, or from OG's perspective, because now you can send your Arc Ward into the jungle and you can rotate all your supports to the other side of the map, and suddenly Navi has this like really hard mountain that they have to climb, because now they don't have their own mid tower. Any sort of aggressive maneuver that they make into OG's jungle, it takes so much.
Yeah.
You have to smoke past to get through that lane. The only other way that you can do it is to go in through this off lane, which is why people prioritize the off lane tower so much, because it's the only other way into the jungle without getting spotted.
Shatter Demon Disruption is going to be able to buy some time here for Blizzy. Is he going to turn and try and fight No Tail? They do manage to get a really good Fatal Bonds with some poison, but here comes Cherish rolling on in. There's going to be heal from the Warlock, but that close to the wall looks like he's just going to be controlled up pretty well. This Sleight of Fist,
he's hitting everybody.
Now to jump back in. Cherish's able to knock around the support and let Anna do all the heavy lifting here in damage. Gets the double kill while Sub picks up the other one.
This is such a cool rotation from OG, by the way. The fact that they decided to do this into the safe lane. They protect their safe lane area. They understand they're far enough ahead at this point where they can get away with doing so.
Side of the map, and they're just, I think they're just hoping they run into Arc Warden, right?
Yeah.
Like this is the place where Arc Warden should be farming. Instead, they're going to lose their Warlock in top lane.
This should be obvious.
Invade the jungle and realize there's no Arc Warden.
So the reason why that's such a risky play, or like, you know, why you can tell they're desperate, is because there's one principle in Dota, once like smokes came out, is you always smoke to where you have vision.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's pointless. You're just, you know, it's a stab in the dark at that point.
Yeah.
You're completely YOLOing it. So if you're a pub player and you want to get better, smoke to where you have vision, even if like no one's there at the time. You want vision of that area, right? And you want to secure that area for yourself. If you're going in blind, it usually means that a pro team's like, they're sort of wringing their hands.
Oh, the long jump in for the Storm Spirit is going to be able to grab Seb here. An aggressive move from Navi, but the Elder Titan is able to throw on his ult. Seb keeping himself alive bit by bit. He has many Shadow Poison stacks on him. The Disruption's going to go down, but now the Ember Spirit is here. He's able to do a ton of damage out to the Shadow Demon. Not able to finish off the Storm Spirit, though. Crystallize doesn't see anybody low enough to really be able to capitalize on that. He had the Rupture out onto the Pango just to prevent him from entering in with the Rolling Thunder, but that doesn't really prove to be any amount of damage, and OG, now that Navi have made that aggressive play, blown everything that they have, they know this tier 2 is free for them.
I will say Arc Warden feels like the new Spectre. You know, where if you're not pressuring the hero, you can feel yourself losing as time goes by. You don't need to know anything. You don't need, but if you don't go BKB, you can't fight into any of the cores, because as soon as you get locked down, your highest net worth here is useless now.
And it shows up, one swipe, takes the kill, and immediately zips back over to the bottom lane. What a life. 16,000 net worth lead. I like the pointing out the items, because this is something that OG did very well. As you have to jump in, they are almost immediately blowing up Anna. Anna just stumbled into a world of hurt, and there goes his wicked 6 streak, but OG are not going to back down so easily. They're going to keep it going here. Thompson blinking forward with his Tempest double, trying to find the easy kill onto the Shadow Demon. Doesn't actually get it. He's managed to get away. Seb pulled back by Magical, trying to be safe by No Tail. Does manage to get a stomp onto the Bloodseeker at lead. He still has his Rupture, so Seb is not going to be able to retreat, but maybe he can actually get the kill on Crystallize. But there's the call from Blizzy, able to save out Crystallize. The real Thompson has committed to kill Crystallize, and now he's been caught. Disruption going down, upheaval, making sure he's going nowhere. And he is certainly going to die twice. That is 5 Navi heroes all surrounding him. He's come back for a second life. They're also, what happened? Oh, that was a close one. Axe He's the only dead there. Both Crystal up to save for the Rod Betos, but they do manage to get another one on the ropes, but what a jump in for Blazing! The lockdown on both Zeb as well as Anna gets that kill. No tail. Finally tries to go for the stop, and look at that goal. It just rolled in for Navi. This, what was it, 16K at one point? I remember that number at least. It is beginning to be chipped away by Navi.
What
Call? Missed. Jerix now just gonna kite Blizzy on the other side of the river. Magical ends up dying though. That is a rough one.
They actually just have to get out now.
This is a total reset now. Look at that. The Aghanim Scepter is gonna be able to find a +1. The Shadow Demon. The BKB forced down from Crystallize as well.
That's gonna get pretty low now. What is that, 7-6?
Yeah, he's down to a 7-second BKB. Turns around, goes for the silence. Sineko's warning him. Don't think about diving. I've got that chaotic offering. They're still going to go for it, though. Crystallize is so low, and that is enough. Without the BKB, he can't protect himself against all that magic damage. Sineko turns around, drops the golem. They're now going to buy back on Magical. Trying to go for that fast kill on Anna. Unable to protect him with that magnetic field. Thompson tried to save his carry, but not the case here. And a disruption coming out from Zayak as he loads up the poison. Jerix does manage to get a Lotus Orb out. The Shadow Demon is dead. He committed heavily to be able to try and kill the forward position of OG. Now it's just left to Magical to try and clear out the creeps as best as he can and prevent OG. To the Sentries, a long jump in for Magical, but it really doesn't do that much damage as Thompson is still going to be okay. No, he's not. He tried to go for the TP out, doesn't actually make it. A long jump over, actually catches no tail as well. Great awareness from Magical. Another zip out with a TP away to the fountain is going to allow him to get away, but Crystallize won't be as lucky. It looks like he gets hexed up as his BKB fade down. Unspotted Zayak actually managed to get the disruption. Free cast is the blink in from Thompson's Tempest double. So he gets the illusions to try and deal with the Tempest double and kill it for very little commitment. Still, it's so tanky. Trying to push out that mid lane. They are going to be able to... Finally, the Tempest double dies. Heal up a little bit more for Magical. See if he can deal with this bottom lane push to Seb. Every single time he just establishes himself as this super tanky hero that could be right there hitting the barracks, and they can't really commit to him. That's why the Stormseer is always going for that back line. Does manage to find the real Thompson. He's going to be forced to pop the cheese, but now Magical. Oh no, he's used a little bit too much. He does have a bunch of stick charges though. One last jump gets him close to the fountain, but not close enough. Anna sees a weakness, and he's going to try and jump towards him, finish him off. The Stormseer, and he's low, and he dies. The Golem doesn't get there in time to be able to bail him out. That's 2 minutes on the clock. Sineko, he's going to die here as well. Doesn't even have his level 20, so no extra Golem for him on death. And Navi, with only 2 members alive, Crystallize and Zayak, it's going to be a very, very hard hold for them. Fortunately, OG are quite slow at being able to hit buildings. But I have to imagine 90 seconds might just be a bit too much unless the Shadow Demon can manage to get a kill off of this one. Seb, he gets quite low, but there's the Lotus Orb to be able to remove some of the Shadow Poison stacks. Yules after Yules, but it's not enough. Another 2-minute timer. This time it's the Shadow Demon. Look, he's... All right, Blizzy.
I mean, what is he gonna do, man?
Oh,
what are you gonna do? I think that he's one of those interesting heroes. Oh, look at that.
Oh, he's doing the balloon. He's doing the balloon method. You throw balloons up into the high ground and see if it bounces back to you.
Did they not nerf that? Should be able to just dig in front of your team.
Look out for falling rock.
Sineko and Crystalline's gonna try and go for it. Even split of the bounty runes. So,
dude, when you touch it, it becomes yours?
what, the balloon?
Yeah.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Navi balloon morphed into an OG balloon.
So an aggro tri-lane into the Sven Ancient Apparition. Seb makes it up to the top lane. Zayak's going to try and slow him down, though. He's already in position to be able to catch Seb, put him down to 400 HP just to start the laning phase off. He's going to try and cut as many trees as he can with this wild axe. Zayek no longer has a way to be able to get to Seb, to be able to get the bonk. He will be able to at least get him Orb of Venom hits on his way back to the top.
And he's gonna get a calling thing too. Deforestation is honestly the #1 problem that the world faces right now.
No-Tail can't be happy with Seb. I know he's a big fan of the environment. All right, he's just gonna give Blizzy like an early advantage, I guess, and we'll see how this dual lane works out against the aggro tri lane. It's not even aggro tri lane because Jarex is actually gonna sneak into the mid lane, places a ward, and he's ready for the toss. He's ready to throw magical. He has to wait until the creeps actually die, because I think they need the tower damage on this Viper, because there's no way they're bringing him from 100 to 0. That's not good.
Well, this essentially helps out with the Hawk as well as Jarex is. I mean, he's trying to do something on the map right now, but I think his problem is that there's nowhere he can really kill the present time.
You know, I kind of dig it though, just because he's getting tops in a better lane.
Dude, he's level 1 right now. I don't dig it.
Yeah, but Thompson's 11 and 10 against a Viper who's 2 and 2.
Dude, I think the lane was kind of okay. It's making it OP.
It really is. Jarex is gonna go for the toss. There he goes, right into the tower range. Doesn't actually get any tower damage, but they might still be able to kill him. Magical realizing this is just gonna turn and fight underneath the Nether Toxin, knowing he could not have gotten far enough away. Now, with Blizzy, seeing if they can get a duel somewhere here.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, Jarex tries real hard to pull the damage off the tower, but they do manage to get the entrance. The smoke doesn't quite go their way, though. The immediate silence onto the... they're going to save him long enough to be able to get the duel. Looks like it. Duel goes down. That should be a win for Blizzy. Maybe they're going to be able to catch him as well. The Primal Roar actually going down right as he gets bonked on the head and rooted up. But they don't have any follow-up disables. Now the Spectre actually... of the offlane tower. There's a heavy push coming in from Seb on the other side.
Seb did decide to go for the Necro 3, I think mainly because he is against
Zai setting up for it. They do manage to get the duel. What a big one! Thompson! Way too close to the tier 2 tower, and a simple blink after a TP is able to find that kill. Now Crystallize going for No-Tail, trying to kill him before the Inkswell pops, and surely he does. They're going to keep that tower alive, see if they can grab anybody else, but it looks like Seb is probably too far away. They'll kill the zoo that he's put together. Very far forward. Into No-Tail he goes and quickly chops him, and Twain, that will be one pickoff at least, but Crystallize not able to get away very quickly, and Thompson using his advantage, his long cast range advantage, to put Crystallize under a bit of pressure there. From OG, as they are going to have Seb leading the way. Thunder God's Wrath finds his opening, blink forward, immediately tries to stun up Crystallize. He's going to be saved by Blizzy though. Press the attack, taking him away from that stun, so they're just going to have to leave their Ancient Apparition behind.
That was a lot of ultis though.
Yes.
If you're Navi, you're looking to engage off of this.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But OG, they don't feel too terrible, because now they've got another card up their sleeve that is going to be the Nimbus available for Thompson.
I still think they should run out. I think
they're going to try and go for the fast duel onto Anna, but a double Yule, that's going to slow things down incredibly. Crystallized, throws out the stun, activates the BKB, trying to finish off the Spectre, and does manage to get him. But many of the Navi members are quite low. As you can see, Blizzy as well as Magical is just stuck as Thompson keeps on beating him down, but Crystallized chased away Thompson. He's able to get him, and look at Magical just healing up now. Jarex is unable to finish him up with his combo, and you called it. You said Navi is going to look for the fight.
They are 100% always going to fight you in that position. You use so many ultis.
Yeah.
And that's OG. They did it in the previous game too, where they feel like they've got the advantage because of pure net worth. But spells mean so much in Dota.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
All you killed was an Ancient Apparition. It was not going to take that long for Navi to heal and get back to that tier 2
his
tower.
buyback's like 200 gold.
Yeah.
And he just like completely team-wiped for his team after they killed the AA.
Blizzy.
And I think it's fine.
Almost getting the duel, but Thompson just picture perfect timing on that lightning bolt. And look at him blinking over into the high ground. They're going to be able to get a Primal Roar. Blizzy, low. There's going to be Mech as well as the Overgrowth, but Blizzy's going to be left behind as Thompson. Beautiful positioning there. Just read that very nicely.
I will say his reaction time is incredible.
Yeah.
That was so well done, as they know that Zayats is in here, and the Sentry Ward is near him as well as the
positioning himself to try and find some sort of pickoff out of the beginning that they're going to be able to go for the Tiny. They have the duel to be able to follow it up. Blizzy managed to lock him down. The Ice Blast is on its way. It's actually going to go a little bit farther. It's going to hit Anna because they got the hands done. Coming out from the Sven, and Anna way too close to that engagement.
Dude, he was rubbernecking that. He wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yep, and Thompson's going to be found as well. What a fast rotation from Zayat. What a massive turnaround from a double damage rune into a successful Roshan. Now 2 core pickoffs, and that'll be a melee barracks. Possibly more here. Navi really going to see if they can force OG to buy back or maybe try and do some half-hearted defense that leads to the kills. Double primal roar, but immediately a jump forward from Zion since he's able to get the overgrowth. And Inkswell on Jerry. Going to try and jump in and continue this chain study, but they really just don't have any damage to back it up. The supports are gonna fall here as Crystallize using his BKB to finish him off. Blinks back to the safety. They're still gonna go for this around the melee barracks, but Thompson is up in 5 seconds. Have Navi stuck around a little bit too long because now they can't get away too easily, but unless they go in and actually kill out this Spectre, if they're gonna be able to get the duel on it, it looks like that is gonna be enough. Spectre immediately buying back though, haunting in, wants to be able to find some extra kills. Magical, he's gonna be left to slow down the rest of OG. He's saying me and Zayat will hold OG back while the rest of you get away, forcing a buyback out of the hard carry. That's good enough for me.
And he's gonna BKB and go for it.
BKB, and
does he not have a TP? No, he's just gonna all
that's
into the
enough
rest.
to be able to get the barracks.
If he had a TP there, that would have been a boss move.
Yeah. But because he has the level 20 talent, the poison attack affecting the tower meant that he could get some permanent damage on OG at least. Kill on Beastmaster. They didn't try and go for the team fight, so we can go back to this bottom tier 2. Give him the dual damage and hit that tier 2 with an extra 126 bonus damage.
I like that move though. What they were going for is they leave 3 heroes on the other side of the map. So then OG feels very confident. They're thinking to themselves, they went back already. There's no way they risk any sort of 3-on-5 potential fight, right?
Yeah.
And so if you're OG, you relax a little bit.
Now they've gotten that tier 2 and the shrine. You can get the other shrine before Roshan spawns.
Blizzy's got a gem.
Oh, but Crystallize managed to make the entrance, but it's only going to be the Grimstroke that they find with that jump. They activated BKB, and what OG wants here is just a kite. They've lost the Grimstroke, but BKBs being heavily used here. They can go back in as soon as they fade out, and that's exactly what they were trying to do, but unfortunately caught inside the river. The Spectre
That is such a weird position.
There. That is definitely weird. That is OG overstretching their hand, trying too hard to catch people.
Yeah, they were going for some sort of weird block-off play.
And look at Jerix, he's doing the same thing here, trying so hard to be able to catch somebody. He's now gonna get ice blasted, jump forward from the Viper. He spotted Thompson, gets the Nether Toxin on him with the duel as well. That's gonna be another buyback coming out from OG as Jerix gonna fall as well. A third buyback already in this fight, and Navi, they have yet to use a hero. They do have the Spectre though, with that Inkswell. Stunning up, he's gonna be able to get the Ancient Apparition. That's Gem on the deck as well. With the tree, he can't make it up that cliff. That doesn't work anymore, so he's gonna die as well, but no core's dead yet. He's gonna be able to Manta, take off that Rod of Atos. They make their way back. They're trying to catch Crystallize right now, and they spotted him. Jerix managed to get him with the blink combo, stall him up as best as possible, wait until your cores get here. They have the damage. Roshan's almost dead, so it doesn't look like they're gonna make that commitment. Jerix trying to get away. He'd already used his buyback. Now the Sven's gonna go for it, but Roshan, it's almost dead, and Jerix managed to get away from that ice blast, so he doesn't die. They get the Roshan, they get the Aegis and Cheese, and it looks like a clean retreat from OG. I feel like Blizzy failed to get the duel, and if anything, Anna's gonna go for it a little bit more as the Primal Roar just managed to get onto Blizzy. He's slowed down though, Anna trying to make his way over there, but they have Jerix be able to get the combo onto Blizzy. He's down to half health. The AoE press the attack is not gonna be enough to save, but what a stun from Crystallize hitting onto 3, and he rips Anna apart. That is just the Aegis, but Thompson, he doesn't have a second life to work with, and they still have the God Shrink, and they have a little bit of control as well. A lot of control as the Rod of Atos holding him in place. The toss away. He has the stun though. The ice blast to follow it up. Can Jerix do it again? No blink up for 3 seconds. Anna, if he dies here, this is going to be the game for OG, and sure enough, it is. They both die. Both Thompson and Anna, the carries of OG, both die and are dead for 2 minutes, and that leaves a wide open base for Navi to go ransack.
I mean, somehow they're gonna have to do this 3-on-5. The creep wave is already there, so there's no creep cutting tactics.
Try and get the soul bind, force staff down to the low ground, just buy some time. Hope they separate, hope Jerix is able to find an opportunity for a pickoff here. And he's just gonna try and cut the creep wave. That's what he was going for, but immediately gets stunned up. HBI splats into a duel, 178 bonus damage. That is what Legion Commander's gonna end with here, unless Jerix install things. There's no way. OG. They call it here. The series is gonna end 1-1. Navi